What's up, Chili Willy? You fucking chump. Oh, thanks, Peter. That's fucking nice of you. Where are you? Why is it so late? It's actually pretty late for me too. Yo, what's up, Joe Boss? Fuck yeah, you gonna go full time or what? You degen like the rest of us? Alright, let's get into it. Slide the music down here. Yeah, fair enough, man. You gotta have that Christmas time. All right, welcome everybody to a wonderful Wednesday. Let's get the left side scene going here. Let me turn this. Yes, perfect. All right, I hope you guys are all doing well. Before we start off, a couple of disclaimers. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just a trader trading my own shit. You guys will often see me actually making mistakes. So don't do what I do, just entertainment purposes only. Hopefully we learn something together. For all the tools that I use on the stream, they can be found at the bapigindicator.com website. These guys make the best mathematics-based indicators on TradingView. Trade in your silly TA art school lines for some actual math. You might not only learn something from it, but you might actually become profitable. All right. You can also find the referral link in the description of the stream, and you can find a link to our Discord as well. Come hang out, come share in the knowledge, and be net positive. Hopefully bring something to the table. Is that everything I want to say? No, Twitter. Come follow me on Twitter as well. We have that available in the links under the stream as well. All right, let's take a look at the markets here. Let's see how the world did overnight. Starting off in Australia, volatility still very low, but we did get our first print on the HVP. Is this likely to continue expanding? Yes, and we can actually probably gain some more context into this with the good old Marxulator. This is an oldie but a goodie. This has been very, very useful in terms of gaining more information on the individual indicators. Let's take a look first of all at the QCV. Actually, QCV would disagree. QCV has still not crossed up. Usually when we see vol expansions, we will get a cross on the QCV and then up it goes. So still a little bit more time for this vol expansion to come and take place, and we can also put this onto the HVP itself. Let's take a look at that, and maybe take a look at the QMZ score. Actually, QMZ score is QMZ score. Yes, QMZ score on the HVP itself has crossed up. Nice. The one thing we could expect is higher volatility in the future, and this is shared across many markets. I know you guys have heard me harping on this for a while now, but this is super important that we get this right, just because it is a pretty big not only trading opportunity but also one of the more reliable things that I found as a trader to work in these markets is HVP expansions. They can be pretty damn profitable. Hey King Theo, thank you for the gifted sub, much appreciated, man. All right, let's take a look at Germany. Germany taking a massive step down. Wow. Holy. This was looking like one of the strongest markets across the world on its way up. It's also looking like one of the weakest now, actually, probably looking pretty similar to Russia. Also getting that HVP expansion now, SSR moving up, MOM deeply negative, although the R square is not too high of a read here. The one thing I would bet on is further expansion of volatility. This does not mean that we're just gonna shoot straight down in a line, although it can. This is not a directional tool. This is more of a timing tool. 7-day printing zeros now as well, coming up onto the due line. All right, let's take a look at Russia. Russia already got most of that volatility through it. Now, as observers, we should probably expect less volatility in the future, although this can persist for quite a while. I would want to see this start to trend down before I make that call. We are now in a very high volatility environment in Russia. We saw a nice play off of the 1% cone. Beautiful. Can we go lower? Yes, absolutely, but it's getting unlikely. It would be like getting 6.64 heads in a row, which is possible. It's just very unlikely. I would not want to bet on the downside here, although I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Let's take a look at Moscow. Moscow also sharing that high volatility. Not looking too good. Not looking too good. I'm willing to bet that you got a 1% play off the cone here as well. If we move it a little bit further back, 24 bars. No, we didn't get to quite to 1%, but is still unlikely territory nevertheless. This is where probabilities become very powerful because because they offer you pretty damn good odds, much better than going to a casino and gambling on a 50-50, for example. And in general, we do tend to say, hey, own assets, but look for places to reduce your cost basis. We don't go short. There's a variety of reasons for that. There's some tasty trade videos that you can go look over if you're confused on that. UK, let's take a look at UK. Also having some down days here. Also very low volatility. I'm willing to bet it's very close to zero on the weekly as well. Obviously this can take a very long time, but nevertheless this is important. This shared across many markets. In fact, most of the world markets will have a very low volatility metric, including Bitcoin. This can be a pretty darn bad setup, especially if if all correlations go to 1. If we have a massive dump, everybody will get panicky and essentially just juice the dollar. All right, let's take a look see at China. Not too much to say. Nothing has changed really from the last time we looked at it. We're still cooling volatility on China after this massive move down. I would expect this continue for the time being. I don't have any sort of directional bias. I would go off of the DU and the XEM and the SSR as well to sort of hey Unk Pao, what's going on, Unk? Thank you for the gifted sub, much appreciated. Yeah, I'll go off the DU, wait for the vol to cool off, and then see if we start something new. Right now we're just continuing to cool volatility, essentially within some sort of range. When Evergrande implosion, I think they've already gone bankrupt. I think that's shared by many companies in China, though. They're not the only ones. They're kind of the first domino, if you will. Also, we don't get very good metrics out of China. We whatever they say, we got to take it with a grain of salt. So it's very hard to base decisions on it. But if they do have a crisis that they can't contain for some reason, they are the world's second biggest economy, so not good. HSI, the XEM has gone negative once again. Americans too. Yeah, exactly. HSI, the XCM has gone negative once again. It's very, very similar to that China market where you have a cooling volatility environment. You're essentially within some sort of a range. I would be willing to say that this is likely to persist for the time being. We don't have that much more room on it. I would want to wait for something new to start. Essentially, this is just some sort of a cool off for the time being. Let's take a look at Japan. We were looking at the vol, also suggesting, hey, it's likely to cool further. We're now getting a hint on the HVZ picking up, on the HVP picking up as well, that actually there's likely some volatility here over the next few coming days. Mom has gone negative, XEM has gone negative, so we should expect it to the downside for the time being. We'll see how big of a HVP expansion we can get here. Likely some downside in Japan. Actually, I shouldn't say, whenever I use the word likely, this is the problem with fucking language and mathematics. Like math is really not made for language. What's more likely? Check the fucking probabilities. 29, let's call it 30,000 even, and let's go 28,000, just for even's sake. What's more likely? Upside is more likely, staying within this range is more likely. 47% chance of going above 30,000, 41% chance of staying within the range, and 11% chance of going below 28,000. This is quite a wide range. Do I have that right at 28,000? Yes, 28 and 30,000. Perfect. This is quite a wide range. Most likely you stay above 27,000 or 28,000, excuse me, with a pretty decent likelihood of going above 30,000 for Japan. That's what's more likely. Welcome to probability. All right, let's take a look at Nikkei. Likely sharing that similarity. Yes, HVZ now moving up. HVP got an update as well with this downside move, although the XEM hasn't gone negative quite yet. Moving on to the American markets, we saw, how much time do we have? We have 2 minutes before the open. We saw a bit of a dump over the last couple of days. Also very low volatility metric. This is the thing that I'm paying attention to right now with most of these markets. Let's take a look on the weekly as well. Weekly volatility is very low, and actually I was pointing this out last week. SSR was very, very high on this move up, was unlikely to persist. Looks like we're getting that now. Weebos, thank you for shouting those out. We will definitely take a look. Is this it? You can certainly take a chance on the due. XCM is still positive. I would have to remain bullish for the time being. We'll see once this starts to expand which way it decides to take. The XCM, or excuse me, not the XCM, the mom did give you a cross up here with the R squared expanding. Let's see if we can get that to turn positive by the end of the week. That'll certainly be nice for some further upside in these markets. I am concerned about this. We have seen volatility come into the downside initially, and then as it continues to expand, the market moves up. That's still certainly possible. That kind of scenario is still certainly possible. So we'll have to continue monitoring these things. SSR, hey, welcome. Do lines matter? Yes, lines do matter. Some, if you discriminate correctly. If you don't discriminate, they don't matter. If you discriminate, they're pretty fucking powerful. Market opened down today, at least for the Dow Jones. Let's take a look, see at the S&P 500. Yes, also having a down open. Hey, by the way, entropy took a step up today. Let's see how we close. If this continues to climb up, it's suggesting that this market is getting more and more random. You'll have less and less of a certainty you'll have less and less certainty to on your tools, essentially less and less edge. All right, the SSR is likely to Let's paint DLM on the street in front of Bilbo's house. Jesus, all right. Sorry, chat is distracting me. The SSR is likely to do something new. Pay attention to this. R squared is extremely low on the mom here. Let's see where we end up going. The one bet that I am willing to make is higher volatility in the future. And hey, by the way, SSR was shared with the Dow Jones as well on the weekly. Looks like we're getting that now. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. All right, NASDAQ. NASDAQ SSR has crossed up and is moving up, while entropy moving up as well. Sorry, I don't mean to say that that's some sort of a setup or anything. It's just this behavior is likely to persist in the immediate future. We're likely to see downside today as well as tomorrow, as long as this persists and is not outside of the band. It hasn't gone outside of the band quite yet, so we do have some room there. Let's take a look, see at how crazy this gets. Once the SSR is out of the band, the thing that I would be betting on is that it's unlikely to persist. He would just roll it away. Yes. Let's take a look at actually the probabilities on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. Even from the cone, we can already see that they're quite skewed to the upside still. But let's go off of maybe the third expected move for the daily. Nothing special about that, just gives me a decent range here. 16,960 and 15,650. No. All right, here are your probabilities over the next 30 days. For 15% chance of downside below 15,650. Pretty damn low. 41% chance of staying within the range and 42% chance of staying above the range. And very, very kind of similar to the cone, which makes sense. Unlikely that we see downside below 15,650. Nice. Let's let's become bullish on this shit once again. All right. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see for what happens with the SSR once this dump is over. Essentially, the probabilities would suggest that there's further upside. All right, let's move on to Bitcoin. How is our lovely Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin taking a step down this morning to 56,000 even. Looks like we're getting that vol expansion now. The MA has turned up. I have some lag added to it. It's actually a 10 length SMA. Nothing special about that number. Just the one that I like to use. Mom has taken a cross down again and is expanding. R squared is expanding. Likely we see some new lows. I guess you don't need me to tell you that because because we're pretty fucking damn close to them. But this entire period has been denoted by a negative mom. Actually, where did we start? We started here, and since then, mom has been keeping you in this downside trade. SSR is getting pretty low now, likely to start something new in the near future. Could still go lower. Yes. The one bet that I really wanted to make was the HVP, and there's actually something that's been brought up to me by Unk Bali himself. The master dropped some knowledge on me this morning, suggesting that hey, the product that you're betting on might not do what you want it to do. Let me take a look-see and read through this. BVOL of FTX is IV of move contract, not IV of BTC options. BVOL of BitMEX is just HV. Only IV you can get is from like LedgerX or Deribit, and it's per contract. So Alt V will do a vertical line wherever your mouse is powerful. Look at that fucking nice. Look at that. Fucking learning every day. Jesus. All right. So the bet I really wanted to make is on a HVP expansion. Though the way I used to do this is through options on Deribit, and I also have made this bet on other products in the traditional markets through options by just buying calls and puts at strike at about 120 days out. I've managed to scratch some profit from those. Back in the day, I attempted to try the BVol contract, which doesn't necessarily track the IV of the of Bitcoin. It tracks IV of the move contract because they buy the move contract and they sell the perps, and this somehow makes them attempt to track BTC IV, which is what is said in their description of the product itself. This hasn't been the case so far because I'm essentially just bleeding on that trade. So today I will be deciding whether to move this into the options world, back to Deribit, and structure some sort of an options trade, or remain in this trade for the time being. I will likely do a Deribit trade, and we can actually start getting into options for trading, because I don't think there is any other way of trading other than options in terms of like trader trading, you know, not like oh, I bought low and I sold high and I just went full delta and then I made money. No, usually you'll have exposure to the market, so you'll buy up a bunch of assets, you spread across the entire thing, you'll be able to make some money, or you can do options trades, and those are actually really good for reducing your cost base as well. So we'll be getting into some of that. Hopefully you guys stick around for that. All right, let's take a look at some stocks that have been suggested. Smurf. All right, let's take a look at Smurf. Is this OTC shit? Likely higher volatility in the future is what I would want to bet on. This seems to be expanding pretty damn well. SSR is giving you some sort of mean reversion thing over here, likely to start something new as well. In terms of, is this likely to continue downwards, we can take a look at probabilities. Does this have enough data? Yeah, this has enough data. Let's go 5163 and let's go 5468. Wrong ticker. Tokens.com. All right. Ah, I see. Likely to have some juice to the upside right here, right now. I'm basing this off of the SSR going positive and also having some room. This is likely to persist in the near future. You are getting to the 1% cone. Volatility is likely to expand. In terms of a trade, I would probably be paying attention to the SSR here if you wanted to take a long, and as soon as this flips, I would be taking my money off the table. Nice name, tokens.com. Probably probably has some juice behind it. There's probably going to be a better, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to confuse you. For now, this is what I would be looking at. Likely higher vol in the future. You're in unlikely territory, but it seems like you're getting a trade off of the SSR. Mom's turned positive here. HVZ seems to want to go for another juicer. Pay attention to this. Yeah, BVol says implied volatility. They do say implied volatility of BTC, but like I've been looking through what they actually own. And it is essentially just the move contracts, and they're short the perps. So I don't like, there's two things with that. First of all, they're charging me for a trade that I could easily manage myself, right? Like I could just go short the perps and also go long the, well, okay, they put in a very interesting word too. They put in the word attempts to track it. And so I'm thinking like also better off using move itself. Yeah, exactly. Like they just did it in such a way that's like It's almost as if they don't want to admit that like it doesn't fucking track IV properly. I think I'm just gonna go back to Deribit and say fuck it to this kind of shit. I'm paying a fee for them to do it anyway, and it seems to not have a good enough correlation during HVP expansions. Whereas I know I can make money off options on HVP. I've done it before. So like I think I'm just gonna move over to Deribit options. It just makes more sense in my mind anyways. All right, let's take a look at what else do we want to take a look at? Where did he post it? TCFF. Trillion Energy International. This is OTC. It hasn't opened yet. Looks like it's going to open 11% up. If you are in this, nice, well done. Don't discount a dump right off the bat, as your SSR is pretty fucking high up there. Unlikely to persist in this fashion right here, right now. Probably higher volatility in the future. Overall, probably a decent asset to be long. I don't know any of the fundamentals on this, but in general, I like the fact that it's above the due. The XEM is green, mom's positive here. Volatility is likely to expand. I would probably just want to own something like this. Maybe wait, if you haven't bought in already, for the SSR to start something new, as this is unlikely to persist. You know, people are likely FOMOing into shit like this, and yeah, could get some sales. Move is usually good to sell, yeah, but the dumbest thing also, they don't give you theta anywhere, even with their options. I checked on their options, they seem to have like one fucking strike, or not one strike, excuse me. They don't seem to go out far enough to actually do anything. Let me actually take a look at this. Options, the interface is fucking weird, doesn't make it easy. You have to request quotes. Like, what the fuck? Oh, it's the bot that quotes you. Okay, gotcha. They got some sort of bot system quoting. It just, if you're gonna do it, you know, why not just do it? like if you post fucking options, just fucking provide options, you fucking guy. All right, let's take a look at Phantom. Henry, how you doing, by the way? You still gonna be calling me names or what? Let's take a look at Phantom. Let's get some more history on this. Calculated by TradingView. I think probably calculated by TradingView gives us the most history. Likely higher volatility in the future. It seems to be expanding now. SSR seems to have started something new. XEM and DEW are positive here. Nice. Mom's gone positive. Probably some upside here. At least I would be willing to bet on upside as long as those things persist. Let's take a look. I wonder if we can get probabilities on something like this. Let's take a look at 1.75. And let's take a look at 3.28. All right, these are your probabilities over the next 30 days. 38% chance of staying within range, 41% chance of going above the range, and 20% chance of going below. If you're betting on staying within the range or going above it, you have some 80% chance, 79.5% chance of winning that trade. Nice, probably a decent one to hold. 20% is nothing to snicker at, certainly, and this can be the actual outcome. But if we're just taking bets, that's the bet I would want to take. All right. All right, let's take a look at some of the companies as well. Actually, do we want to cover rates? How are rates doing? Rates had a pretty significant move up. 2030s are still inverted on the short end. Wow. The US 2 years fucking 30% up. Hey Anonymous, thank you for the tier 1 sub, much appreciated. All right, how is TLT doing? TLT likely down on the day. Not making it easy in a high volatility environment for TLT. Likely lower volatility in the future. This certainly not this hasn't been an easy call, because we did see bouts of entropy moving down, and this is also why trading is extremely fucking difficult, because most of the time the market is extremely random, and then sometimes it's just a little bit less random. That's all we get. We get to spot extremes, hopefully, and bet on those not persisting. But in terms of price is extremely fucking random. Anonymous, thank you for the tier 1 sub to Caxpis06. Much appreciated. You're more than welcome to show yourself too, but whoever you are, thank you. The one thing is that we likely see lower volatility in the future on these rates on TLT, and you should have a counter for these. have targets for subs and shit. I don't know, I don't really fucking care, to be honest. I hope the stream grows, but honestly, for the guys that are donating, I do really appreciate it, but it's unnecessary. Like, hopefully we can just make money off trading. Whatever goes into the stream will likely be either giving it away, or we'll be just putting it back into the stream, essentially trying to make the stream and stream better. Excuse me, the stream better and better, not the stream and stream better. All right. Words suggest. I don't know, all the TA reads are probably looking at this as a head and shoulders. Can that become a self-fulfilling prophecy? Maybe, but unlikely to have any sort of significant move, as the volatility is very high and likely to move lower in the future. Let's see what happens. All right, let's take a look at currency. Dixie is on fucking fire. Holy shit, having a massive move. Approaching the unlikely land here on the cone. You did get past the 5%, moving towards the 1% cone. Powerful stuff. Still very positive here, as entropy is moving lower, volatility is still moving higher. Holy shit, it's a ripper. Rounded Jennifer Lopez bottom pattern. Pay to have Amaranth on. Holy shit, now that's a fucking idea, but I think we're gonna have to grow to such a massive fucking size to even be able to afford Amaranth. I don't know, maybe she wants you know, she's interested in math and probabilities and calculus and shit. Maybe we can maybe we can attract her with some knowledges. Doge to chill right to go. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. That's the goal. That's the dream, okay? That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed for sure. All right, yeah, Dixie fucking going for a ripper. How's USD CAD? Likely to see some volatility in the near future. Whoever's betting on currencies, protect yourself. Let's see, how's USD ruble doing? USD ruble is now getting that volatility. USD is just fucking on fire right now. That's crazy. I mean, the most on fire is obviously the USD TRY, the new store of value shitcoin. Good luck cashing out though. Good luck cashing out. Powerful move in USD TRY. Is this likely to continue? Probably not. You're probably at some sort of probability. Wow, went past the 0.1% cone. Can we do a 0.01? Extremely rare event, very similar to the GMEs. Very rarely. What is that, the dollar? No, this is the Turkish lira against the dollar. Time Holler, this stream sucks. Did Smintz change his fucking name? Is this is this Smintz? Oh my god. It's either Smintz or it's Inkosh. Reveal yourself. Reveal yourself. Yes, this stream is like a Dyson. Absolutely. Never loses suction. All right. Getting more random for the Turkish lira. If you're in this, if you are in fact George Soros, you better get out as you've hit the 0.1% cone. Time to take profits off the table. Good luck fucking clearing these trades. As far as I hear, it's near impossible to do. You got a high of 13. I think this moved like a fucking $1 a day at one point, which is nuts. To all the people denominating Turkish lira, tough, man, tough. I feel your pain. Buy gold if you can, if the government doesn't take it away from you. That's fucking crazy. Can I check Chili Willy's yawn? Absolutely not. You can check it. You can check it. This find some occurrences for me, please. All right, let's take a look at the market favorites. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla actually having a down day as volatility is expanding here. Are we going to have to change our mind on it? Is this done? Let's move back to one. Let's see where the day closes. If the SSR can start picking back up here on a move down, I will change my opinion to more downside in the immediate future. Also keep an eye on the DU and the XCM. It's playing around with it right now. If this turns negative, yes, I will be expecting the big moves to come to the downside. For the time being, I was very positive in this area as we saw SSR moving up. We didn't get a continuation of that, and actually the entropy moved back up as well. This is the difficulty with, you know, trying to call price. This is mostly why we should actually focus on volatility and just owning assets and having exposure. What color is it? The XM. It is red right now. It is red right now, but we have to wait for the day to close. As yesterday, I believe it was still green. Fucking price off. Yeah, yesterday it was green. Today it's red. Let's see how the day closes. HVP still expanding. Mom has gone negative now as well with the R squared expanding. SSR is flipped. I think we're gonna see more downside as long as these things persist. All right, let's take a look at coin. How's coin doing? Coin having some down days as well. XCM is now negative on coin. SSR likely to start something new here shortly. Let's keep an eye on this and see if we can get an expansion on this. Oh, scalp mode. Yeah, it is on beach mode. It is on beach. Oh, okay. It's just the relation to do. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's take a look at Tesla on scalp mode. Also, I don't know if you're ever bringing back the bouncer. I really I really enjoyed the bouncer. Okay, nice, perfect. Yeah, no rush. Don't yeah, I just like it. I just like it. It's double do now. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the XCM on scalp mode is still positive. It's still positive here. It's not giving you a red quite yet. Still keeping you in this trade. Powerful stuff. All right, let's take a look at the crypto top 100. AMP USD on Gemini, likely to start something new here. SSR way outside of the band. HEP still expanding. Nice. Audio, how is audio doing? Oh, actually something that I do want to look at is something we were mentioning yesterday. No, not yesterday. We weren't on yesterday. We were on 2 days ago on Monday. We were suggesting, hey, likely to see some upside for GameStop. You actually got a pretty big bleed out as HEP is now expanding. I would still remain positive on this overall, but let's be a little bit cautious, because the one thing that I really wanted to mention is that the IV, yeah, I do have mutual info. I do have mutual info. I haven't gotten into yet. I haven't tested it, so I don't want to show it on stream quite yet, but tomorrow's stream will feature the mutual info. Absolutely. Also, because we've been in this help to look when looking at stocks. Yeah, absolutely. Also, because right now our main focus, or at least my main focus, is this volatility trade. Once I'm out of the volatility trade, if it ends up coming into the downside, I will essentially be busy buying up a bunch of fucking assets, and for that we will definitely be using mutual info. For all those guys that are not in Discord, come and join us, because because we have new shit coming out all the time. These guys have been crazy busy with programming new stuff for us, which has been so fucking helpful. Especially for portfolio building, for, you know, not the degen trading that we've seen from time to time, and not the degen trading that all your favorite TA losers do, but for actually making money. Come share in the knowledge, but don't ask stupid fucking questions. All right. All right. Yeah, so what we're saying about GME and AMC, we're sharing the low IV rank. This doesn't tell us anything about its direction. Going off probabilities, likely see some upside in these. Going off of the DO and XEM, you should be expecting the big moves to come to the upside, but it's not a certainty at all. If you know how to trade options, this is the time to bet on higher volatility in the future. It looks like we're getting the start of that now. We're probably going to see some fireworks for GME and AMC. Certainly more fireworks than we've seen over this long period since the massive Reddit Wall Street bets nonsense. Yeah, 209 bars of just cooling volatility. We started to print zeros, getting that expansion now. It was featured on Market Chameleon. Keep this one on your radar for sure. Hey, how's the pot sector doing today? Did I win yet? No, not yet. Pot sector not so hot. Volatility is expanding here though. Mom has flipped positive. Let's see if we can get some greens on that. That'll be certainly fucking nice. And let's see if we can get the DO and the XEM to turn positive as well. Hopefully put some profit in my pocket. Nice. How's GitLab doing? GitLab, wow, bled out. Holy shit. I have exposure to this asset. Am I reducing? No, absolutely not. I'm going to wait this out. I am not going to allocate more to it though. I'm not going to allocate more to it. We'll see how this goes in the near future. How's Udemy doing? Udemy also had a nice little bleed out. Oh, let's take a look at Rivian as well. I'm gonna add some Rivian. Obviously we don't have any data on this stuff quite yet. This is all very recent. We could go to a lower time frame or whatever, but it just you're not gonna get the it's gonna be a long battle. Yeah, exactly. And I just allocated to it, and I'm gonna continue holding it. I think the sector does have a future. Like if you're comparing just like to alcohol stocks, you know, it's essentially the same type of play in my mind, and I think we're moving more and more towards legalization, not further and further away from it. So I'm gonna have exposure. Sure. Moon down. What happened with that, dude? I was in their fucking Discord, and this morning they seem to have pulled the entire Discord. I don't see it anymore. Did they die? Still waiting for OG status. Powerful stuff. Dev was a scammer. Yeah, he seemed like a 13-year-old. I went in there. It was so funny because like there were all these channels. there were all these fucking channels and people were like, yeah, this is a rug pull, don't buy this, run away from this. And he just starts deleting the fucking channels. And he's like, okay guys, I've deleted general to stop the FUD. It's only for FUD stopping purposes. What are you on about? I've been in the server since there were 100 people in it. You must have no clue how any of these Ponzi's work. If you want a whitelist, clearly this is just going to be run by idiots with no clue, like all democracies. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a strange one. And I think he then listed it. He like listed the pair on Joe's Trader like almost fucking immediately. And this morning I don't even see the fucking channel. And I'm pretty sure he posted, okay, I don't know. Right, so don't fucking sue me with all your newfound scammy wealth, but I'm pretty sure he posted his private fucking Ethereum address to send him the money. I'm pretty sure he just like, yeah, send 2k to this wallet and then I'll distribute you these magical tokens. Crazy stuff. I don't know where you guys fucking find this shit. That was insane. That was insane. I have 1,000 of mod titles. Oh my god. All right, so this is the goal. This is the goal going forward. We got to get Amaranth on the stream. I think I think that's the goals. That's that's gonna be the future. All right, anything else you guys want to look at today? We looked at the world markets. We looked at some currencies. We looked at rates. Tesla. Maybe let's do a bit of a deeper dive into Bitcoin, see what's happening on the shorter time frames. I think we're starting to see the beginning of this volatility expansion essentially for Bitcoin. MOM has gone negative, the XCM is negative. Let's see if we get SSR to move up as well. Let's take a look at the shorter term time frames. 12-hour got that first tiny bout of HVP expansion, likely to go higher in the near future. XCM still keeping you short. SSR likely to start something new, so pay attention to this. Let's see on the 4-hour. The market is still quite random though in terms of trading, so the one thing I would want to bet on is just higher HVP in the future. We haven't seen a big block of volatility on the 4-hour yet. We've only seen it expand up to a 60, which is pretty damn good, but nevertheless, where are the mods? Nevertheless, could very well go higher, especially as we see higher and higher HVP reading over time. Oh, the one thing that fucking I wanted to, I can't believe I didn't even go over this. Bali was posting some shit today about volatility this morning, which was extremely fucking powerful. He asked, if I asked you, is it better to bet on volatility expansion in SPY or BTC, what would you guess? And just over the course of all time, I would guess BTC just because it's less liquid, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So let me see if I can show this. Bali, can I show this on stream? Is this okay to show? I think it's okay to show. The chart images. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what are we looking at here? 1 second. Oh, please. Okay, so this is the S&P 500, and the green line attempts to measure the frequency of volatility expansions, and the red line attempts to measure the frequency of volatility contractions. And we see that volatility expansions occur about 31% of the time, whereas contractions occur 69% of the time. But the important thing that we see here is that the frequency of volatility expansions is itself moving up over time. Whereas on Bitcoin, let me open this. Whereas on Bitcoin, we actually see the frequency of volatility expansions moving down over time. They're at 30 and 70 respectively. The differences that between the two that we can notice here is that they are less significant on the S&P 5. They're less what would you say, less intense over when there's an expansion. It's less intense on the S&P 500 and it's more intense on Bitcoin, but they happen less often. So this is pretty interesting, because I would just you know, going off of, oh, BTC is so volatile, would guess the opposite actually. But now we have data on this, which is incredibly powerful. So something that let me just read what he said here. BTC calls pay a lot but not frequently. Traditional calls pay a little but more frequently. The significance of the expansions is why the contractions are more frequent. And this is with the double due HV that decay insanely fast. And yeah, that's going into the ink. Yeah, so it's fucking powerful that we have data on this now, because the thing that we can deduce from this is that hey, we got to get the volatility expansions right on the on Bitcoin and on SPY respectively, because they're going to be very intense on Bitcoin. They're going to happen much less frequently, but we got to get them right. And when they do happen, it's actually probably a decent bet the other way too on volatility contractions, because that happens more frequently. So powerful data coming out from Bali. Thank you so much for even looking into this and programming this stuff, because that's going to be extremely helpful when structuring trades, especially volatility trades. We're going to be keeping an eye on this going forward. Powerful. Thank you, everybody. Thank you in chat. Fucking giving you a livelihood over here. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna leave it there, unless you guys if there's anything else you guys want me to look at. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Come join us in Discord for some awesome knowledge, and yeah, come spot your own occurrences. Yeah, and you guys want to go over and rate a streamer, or you guys want to just end it? Henry says raid. All right, Henry, just for you. Raid. All right, here we go. Let's go scavenging. Smins, what's up, dude? Yeah, just end it. Fucking Smins is ready to end it. Twitch.tv. All right, I got one. I think I got one. Does this chick have sound? Nah. When will that speed date? Soon, TM. Oh my god, there's a new meta. The hot tub meta is over. The new meta is massage girls. It's just a bunch of chicks massaging each other. Jesus, how's this fucking... Oh my god, how's this... Alright, I'm gonna stop bitching about this. All right, if you got parents watching, time for them to go away now. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have an awesome Wednesday. Make lots of money and don't get blown up. Good luck.
Really? Blue and black. Okay. I just saw Goku lit. Awesome. Oh!